Toxic romances are the epitome of it hurts so good. The manipulation, the pain, the thrill, the teeter-totter between insecurity and the euphoria of getting someone else to give in to your animal magnetism. It's intense and dramatic. It's toxic romance. Haven't you ever wondered why you like enemies to lovers or dark romances or bully romances? Today, we're going to explore all of that through the lens of the Cruel Games by the Relentless music video and talk about why we love when love hurts. Every time I listen to the song, I imagine some woman's pretty long fingernails like clawing through the intestines of some guy, and like his torso is cracked open and his like heart is beating in double time, and like she's just kind of like going in there, and the expression on his face is always just like pure ecstasy, like he's a consenting participant in his own destruction. That's the image that I feel in my body when I listen to this music video. Cruel Games by the Relentless was a song created for the TV show Paradise City. And Paradise City is the sequel to American Satan. So this is a fictional band, and this song is what birthed Sell Your Soul. In the prologue of Sell Your Soul, just to set the scene, he'd sold his soul to a demon. But would he go back and change it? Erase the last 6 months of torture and pain that he and Sky inflicted on each other? Which brings us to the first aspect of a toxic romance. It's suffering that they're creating together. Like, what's the expression when they're like, kids who want attention, they'll just misbehave to get that attention? It's like that. If you can't get your love interest attention by being your amazing self, then you start to play dirty. The appeal of toxic romances doesn't come from what they're doing to each other. It's from the gut punch of twisting emotions, like the desire, the need, the betrayal, the adrenaline. Pain sharpens experiences. And when the pain that's inflicted by your object of desire is just the right type of pain, maybe a pain that you've experienced in childhood or a pain that you never got over, that is like satisfying an itch. And I mean itch in the most destructive sense of that, where you finally reach the scratch and you just dig and claw at it until you really get in there. Cruel Games song and this scene in Paradise City is a poignant example of this. So let me set the stage for you. We have Bella Thorne, and I'm going to use their actual names and not their names that are in the show or movie because I don't remember them and I don't care. So we have Bella Thorne and we have Andy Biersack. Those are our two characters here, and they have had a tumultuous relationship, and we were just seen like in the movie where Andy, he's like singing this new song and he's in the like music producer studio, and his producer's like, this isn't good enough, like I need more emotion. So Bella like happens to walk in, and she's asked to like sit down like literally in front of Andy's mic. So she's like literally sitting there and is like, I don't know why I'm here, but like here I am. And Andy's like, the fuck? So let's play this.
You can crucify me with blame, but only if you share in the pain. Admit it was all a cruel game. I leave my heart on the open flame.
We have her sitting down, she's sitting there, she doesn't know what's going on. Andy doesn't know what's going on either. We have the sense that she's like annoyed to be there, and she's kind of got like this like Dawn Batty energy where she's like, okay, like I have to like play with my child who's been like begging for my attention, and so like here I am, go ahead, like go at it. And we get the cutscenes to all the people in the band, and because they all know like what's going on in their relationship. Just kind of like, you know, whenever your best friend's ex like walks in and he's like just pretending to be like fine, and you're like, I have seen all of the text screenshots, so like this is all an act. That's the energy we're getting here.
You can crucify me with blame, but only if you share in the pain. Admit it was all a cruel game, and leave my heart on the open flame. You can crucify me with blame, but only if you share in the pain. Admit it was all a cruel game, and leave my heart on the open flame.
So we have like Bella sitting here, and as she's listening to the lyrics and listening to the song, she's understanding what's going on here. Her like chest is heaving and her breathing is deepening, and she realizes that the song is about them. It's like, what's the like Euphoria quote? Like, is this play about us?
Wait, is this fucking play about us?
Yes, this song is about you. This is about their relationship. This is about Andy's hurt. So Andy's reacting here to her realization that this is what this is all is. So it's almost like everyone else is starting to fade away, and that emotion that the producer was trying to get out of him starts to come out, and his words are gaining this like cruel edge. He's sharing his pain and watching her react with her own pain, and it's giving him like a sick pleasure. He's enjoying that she's finally getting to share in the pain that he has. It's a condemnation, it's a public humiliation, because she's feeling all of this in front of all the other guys in the band. It might admit it was all a cruel game and leave my heart on the open flame. He's hurling his accusations at her. You can crucify me with blame, but only if you share in the pain. The lyrics and his actions of singing to her in front of everyone are him like laying bare all of the hurt and betrayal. But he's saying that like, if I'm going to suffer, then you're going to suffer too. An excerpt of chapter 15 of Sell Your Soul. An angry buzz hummed under her skin. What the hell were you thinking, fighting him like that? So what, the only person who can call me names and treat me like shit is you? Remy turned around, a matching ruthless anger on his face. His eyes had molten lava burning within them. He took 3 long strides toward her, his combat boots clunking against the floor, every thud a warning of some kind. The thick metal chains on his neck clinked against one another. Skye found herself backing up. The edge of the vanity dug into her lower back. Remy closed the distance between them. The studs on his leather belt poked into her stomach. He wrapped one hand around her throat, and with a heavy press of his thumb on her windpipe, he whispered on her lips, "Yes, only me." Then he slammed his mouth to hers, and his brutal kiss consumed them both in a blaze of fury.
Get the hell out of my house. Won't you just look at me? Oh, why'd you let me under your blouse? If misery loves company.
So this is the moment, the epitome of toxic love, because there's no cruel game without 2 players, right? So she stands up from the chair. Andy has already just thrown his vitriol, his lyrical vitriol and hatred at her, accusing her of creating this pain within him. And so she stands up and walks towards the mic and starts yelling back at him, because they're in this together. How dare he think that he's the only one that's hurt by all of this? So Andy starts singing, "Oh, get the hell out of my house." But this time we have Lizzie's voice, which, if you didn't know, Andy and Bella are not singing in this show or in the movie, but it's Lizzie's like scratchy black velvet voice that is saying that, "Won't you just look at me? Won't you just look at me?" And isn't that the like core of everyone's trauma, is that we want to be seen and validated, and we want our experience and our feelings to be heard and seen and validated. The one power move that they both have against each other is that they can withhold their attention and turn it on and off, because hatred is attention. And what's so delicious about feeling pain and inflicting pain is that the anger, the brutality that's connected to desire itself is a brutal concept. It's not soft and gentle like love. It's a lot. Hunger, destructive, need ripping through you, strangling you. Pretty painted fingernails ripping through the intestines. It's delicious and it's horrible. An excerpt of chapter 6 of Sell Your Soul. "I've been in your dreams," she whispered. "I know your fears. I know your deepest desires. Every moment that you're ashamed of. You're an open book for me, Remy, and I've read every page." His chest caved in as her words landed their mark. The humiliation only grew as she shifted and pressed her hips against his, grinding against his growing erection. Fuck, why was he hard? In some twisted way he liked this. Wanted his vulnerable underbelly torn open, her fingers combing through his entrails, laughing at his misery. He was so fucked up. He didn't want to like it, didn't want his body to react this way. He wanted to crawl away or hide or lash out. Anything but this. This standing here pinned to the desk by a devil woman who knew exactly how to get under his skin.
Oh, get the hell out of my house. Won't you please just look at me? Oh, why'd you let me into your blouse? Can you believe the outcome? Now I'm asking you, God, how come?
Andy's surprised and taken aback that she could have the same level of pain and vitriol that he had just displayed to her. And he's surprised that she's mirroring it, that she's reflecting it back, that he's not the only one that's been suffering. And it's the way she shakes the microphone and she's just glaring right at him. The raw emotions, the tears, hating one another isn't about turning away from one another. It's literally like this forced proximity. It's a selfishness. It's, I hate this so much, but here I am anyway. The intimacy of a toxic romance is that the pain is sharper. It's just gouging you out with angst. In Sell Your Soul, Sky is neurodiverse in a way that blunts her emotions, and Remy has a whole bunch of trauma from the way his mother treats him. So, like sharks that can smell blood in the water, they're each drawn to their deepest emotional wounds. They can sense how each other are broken, and they derive like this perverse pleasure from like smashing their broken bits and squishing them all together. The chipping, the cracking, the breaking apart as they're interacting. And then the heat of desire is like melting them together. And hopefully, in the end, creating something that's possibly whole. An excerpt of chapter 20 of Sell Your Soul. Remy wanted to get off the bed to check on his friend, but he got distracted by Sky. She was fuming, throwing her hands in the air, yelling at them. Her rings were out, the thin, silky skin glittered, and her sexy tail swung around in agitation. The pointed black horns on top of her head looked lethal. He wanted to drag the pad of his finger along the tip and feel the kiss of pain. A soft smile curled on Remy's mouth. He had the most insane desire to collapse into her arms, to confess all of his sins, all of his worst thoughts, all of the terrible things he'd done and would continue to do. He wanted to lay his head upon the lap of his executioner. He wanted Sky to pet his hair as he confessed. Toxic, hate-to-love romances are vulnerable in a way that healthy relationships aren't. It's an intimacy of seeing each other at their absolute worst. They're angry, pathetic, whiny, selfish. All these things that we hate about ourselves. These characters, like they get to be that, and then they get to have a love interest that sees that and accepts them for the way they are, which is literally what we all want. There's no more masking. There's no more hiding of who you really are or trying to act as if you don't have all of these big emotions. Don't take this the wrong way. This isn't an essay about why you should, actually text that fuckboy back. No one wants cruelty in their actual real life romances. But there is an emotional catharsis that comes when we watch TV shows and movies and read books about this kind of relationship. It's not romanticizing abuse or cruelty. It's removing the masks that we wear to try to make people like us. And I think that intensity and that toxicity is allowed to exist in these fantasies and fictions without the need to correct it into a healthy example of relationships. Andy and Bella, Sky and Remy, they're their worst selves. And their brokenness is what cuts into each other. But it's also what digs deep and leaves that lasting impression. And it leaves that scar, that lasting impression in the readers and watchers, song listeners. And I think this is why some dark romances fall flat. You can have kidnapping and serial killers and doing kinky stuff with weapons. If you know, you know. But if those are just things that are happening and you don't feel the actual intensity and the emotion that these horrible people are doing to each other, then there's nothing there. There's nothing there to grab onto. It doesn't matter how many true crime tropes you sprinkle in. We love when love hurts because pain sharpens the experience. And when that pain is twisted in with ecstasy, those are the things that stick in our memories. It's a pain that comes from the emotional catharsis of horrible people doing horrible things to each other. It's the fantasy that someone could love us, broken, just the way we are. And if you would like to read a paranormal rockstar romance that was based on this music video, Sell Your Soul comes out July 28th. There's also like band merch and signed copies that you can find, all the links in the description below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Yeah. All the good girls, they go to heaven, but the bad girls, they get backstage. Oh, the good girls, they go to heaven.